How's it going, everyone? It's that brown guy. It's me. Here today to give you some more up-to-date news about things in the gaming world. It's not even up to date. This is stuff that was announced maybe like weeks ago, and I just haven't had the time to talk about it because of my busy schedule outside of doing YouTubing, even though this is technically my first video that will be going live. And doesn't forget I said that. Where to begin with the news? There's so much news to talk about. I know where we'll begin. We'll begin with a good old story of scamming. Popular video game from the PlayStation 1 era, Parappa, was a game that came out some time ago. The guy who does the voice for Parappa was approached by two young gentlemen that had an idea for a project they wanted to do, which involved a bunch of old video game characters. They approached the voice actor of Parappa, whose name is Dred Foxx, and they were asking if it's possible for him to provide some voices for their project. They said they were willing to pay some sort of money. They didn't really want to, but some people, you got to pay bills in it, so whatever. He agreed to do it for about $100, which they didn't really want to do, but at the same time, they didn't mind doing it because it was for a good, a good cause and whatnot. In the end, they paid him anyway, and he said he'll get the lines ready for them, and he will do the lines for them and send them over to them once he's finished recording them. That was like back in November. Fast forward to now, they haven't got their money back, and he hasn't provided any lines for them whatsoever. So they were very patient with him in regards to getting this done. Each time he would come back with different excuses as to why he couldn't do it. There was Hurricane Sandy, which destroyed all the internets in America. Was it New York? I don't remember. I don't read the news, ironically. And he just couldn't get the work done for them. Eventually they said, look, to be honest, mate, we don't really want to do any more business with you. We would just like our money back, please. He kind of beat around the bush regarding that and didn't really want to give the money back. He offered to do other project work for them. They declined. They just want the money back. He refused to give the money back. There was talk about lawyers getting involved, at which point he went fucking apeshit, and he started throwing some verbal kick, punch maneuvers at them. Don't know what that means. In the end, he kind of disregarded them completely. Even when they went onto his Facebook page for his fan group and kind of publicly outed him there, to which point he denied it, and everyone who was an avid fan of Mr. Dred Foxx was kind of defending him, until of course the two guys that got kind of scammed actually posted video proof of the conversation between the two parties from Facebook, and NeoGaf found out about it, and now all hell is broken loose on his Facebook page, with people just bombarding him with rather negative comments. It's justified because he scammed them out of $100. To be honest with you though, if you're going to do business with someone called Dred Foxx, you've got to be a bit more careful about it, Dred Foxx. Clues in the name. Be a bit more careful next time, perhaps. Maybe try and do business with someone called Happy Butterfly. Yeah, next piece of news. Nintendo announced that they're going to cease the Wi-Fi Connection service, which was of course the popular service they provided for the Wii and the DS family kind of things, for online play, if such a thing even existed. They're going to be ceasing that service on the 20th of May, and as you understandably is upset quite a lot of people. I say a lot, I mean about 5 different people are going to be affected by this. Nintendo are reaching out to those 5 people, and they're going to give them a little gift. The gift is going to be a 56k modem. Don't know why, but that's what they had to give them. I'm joking, of course. I have no source to back that up. I mean, they are going to shut off the service on the 20th of May, of this year. But I don't know what they're gonna do about the PR. I don't think they're gonna do anything. I don't think there's five people even care. One of us probably an old lady. He doesn't even know what she's doing on a little DS. Uh, Hopefully Nintendo will. I don't know if this is gonna benefit Nintendo by turning this service off. Will it make the current service better? I don't know how internets work like that. Maybe. Probably won't. Don't know. In other news, Watch Dogs has finally got a release date, and it's the 27th of May. Finally, we have a release date for this game, where we thought there was going to be... Well, it just got delayed because of reasons. It turns out the reason for the delay is polish. There wasn't enough polish in the game. So they delayed it, went to Sainsbury's, and there was a 2-for-1 on Mr. Sheen, and they just covered the shit of that game in Mr. Sheen polish. And now the game has polish. Which is weird, because when they showed the trailer, the story trailer for the game, it didn't look like it was polished at all. It looked like they got a cloth, and instead of using polish, they found like dirt, and it just rubbed it all over the game. And now the game doesn't look like it's got polish on it. It just looks dirty. I don't know what all that's about. Funnily enough, when they announced the release date of the 27th of May, everyone was like, really ecstatic about it. It's like, finally, we've got a release date. All platforms, 27th of May. Until you got to the disclaimer part of it, and it was like, yeah, the Wii U version is coming out later on. Huh? What? What's that? 27th of May for all the consoles, but Wii U's coming out a couple later on. There's no release date for the Wii U version yet. This pissed off a lot of Wii U fans who, to be fair, have kind of been scorned a little bit by Ubisoft in the past. Raymond, yeah. People are assuming now the Wii U version is just cancelled, but they haven't admitted it yet. Now they said that the project for the Wii U version of the game is on pause, which basically just means it's being delayed. I don't know why they use the term pause. The reasoning they had was that they wanted to polish the other versions of the game, and I think they said that they had to pull out some developers who were working on the Wii U version to concentrate more on the other consoles versions, to get that polish, even though to me it looks like they just got a dirty rag and rubbed it all over the game. But there's still no actual release date for the Wii U version, and now a lot of people are kind of annoyed about that, because the Wii U is kind of like lagging behind a little bit. If it wasn't evident enough, there's not much going for it. First party titles are sparse. Third party titles are, I don't know, man. You got better chance of seeing a meteorite crashing into a pig's arse than you do of seeing a decent third party game on the Wii U right now. And kind of Watch Dogs was going to be that one game that was going to be kind of a meteorite in a pig's arse. It looks a bit like a pig's arse looking at the current fucking trailers for it, but it looks fine. So now people are kind of like already assuming that the Wii U version has just been cancelled, and they don't want to tell us that just yet. Personally, I think we are going to see a Wii U version. When it comes out though, I don't know. I'm giving it maybe a few months before it comes out. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just come out and say it's being cancelled. I don't know why they would hold that information now, rather than just and then say it later on. But just say it now. Put them out. Put the Wii U's out of their misery, But interesting thing about it though is that I'm hoping that the Wii U version is going to be completely built from the ground up for the Wii U, and it isn't just going to be a port of the 360 version or the PS3 version. I mean, if it was, there wouldn't be a delay. But I'm guessing, they said themselves they want to make use of the gamepad, and there's a lot of possibilities of the gamepad and the whole hacking mechanic. I'm guessing what they're going to do is they're going to have a button that says hack, and you click on it on the touchpad and you hack. That's how it's going to work. But that requires a lot more time and delays. Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do with the Wii U pad to make it more appealing. Am I going to be buying it on the Wii U? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be buying it on the PS4 right now. I think a lot of the hype has died down, and people were kind of upset when they saw the latest trailer for the game. It didn't quite look like what we expected when we saw... Well, it didn't look like what we saw in the E3 trailer when they revealed it. It looked amazing. Of course, it could have been running on a fucking PC, which it probably was. Um, who knows? We've got to wait and see what happens, I suppose. Personally, I don't really give a crud. I think the Wii U version is kind of in limbo. It's either dead or it's not. You could say it's Schrodinger's dog. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. Doesn't matter now, the joke's ruined. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. All four of you that are probably watching this right now, who are probably my friends and are not going to be bothered anyway. Please do like and subscribe, because when you do that, it kind of boosts my ego a little bit. And it makes me happy about life a bit more when you do it. I'm going to go now because my neighbor's shouting really loud and he might just kill someone. And I don't want to miss that. Okay, guys. Take care. Until next time. Look at the screen. And stop recording and forget to edit.